Hey everybody, my name is Philip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're going to be talking about 5 exercise kind of outdoorsy things that you can do in Northwest Arkansas that isn't necessarily biking, hiking, or running. But let me kind of give you an update about my house progress. If you have seen my other videos before, you've noticed that my backdrop's a little different. It's because I'm kind of doing a renovation on my house. So let me kind of give you a quick update video about that right now. All right, and we're back. Atticus, you have anything to say for the camera? And you turn away in disgust? Okay, well, never mind. We're back. We have flooring mostly. Colors are done. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty bougie. Obviously, we have 24-hour live stream going of vintage 80s guy, doesn't give a care in the world, cigarette smoking 80s. Anyways, yeah, so that's going. So looking pretty good. Still nothing in the kitchen. And hopefully tomorrow, I don't know, Tuesday, we will get a lot of this done and start working our way that way. So, yay! Atticus, any final words? All right, we're back. And once again, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would make the world of difference because I try to put out as much content about Northwest Arkansas as I possibly humanly can. And also hitting that like button makes a big difference. It makes all the content go to the people that are looking for Northwest Arkansas on YouTube, and it makes a big difference. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into it. And the first thing you can do outside Northwest Arkansas that isn't necessarily running, biking, or hiking is Frisbee golf. Northwest Arkansas houses I counted 18 Frisbee golf courses right in this area. And they, some vary from just wide open spaces all the way down to literal tree mazes. There's one right in Fayetteville, around Walker Park, that I literally went through one time, and it is a maze of a Frisbee golf course. You can still play it, but man, if you like a challenge, definitely check out the Walker Park one in Fayetteville because my God, it is a challenge. If you want to get lost and you want to hit all the Frisbees against trees, maybe you're semi-professional, and like me, of course, and you want to try something really incredibly hard, definitely Walker Park. But every single town in Fayetteville has several different Frisbee golf. And the thing that I love about Frisbee golf, it's a kind of a thing where you can get friends together. There's really kind of low competition. It's definitely fun because there's some people that are really good at it and some people that are not. I've played Frisbee golf before. I am not one of those people that are good at the sport at all. I cannot control a Frisbee for the life of me. But it is fun because you can bring out some friends, bring some drinks, have a kind of a caddy come along. And when you're out there, you'll notice one thing is that you're going to see some professional teams out there practicing all the time. And so it's not surprising if you are into Frisbee golf, you'll have a ton of tournaments, you'll have a ton of meetups, and a ton of Facebook groups dedicated to that specific thing of Frisbee golf. And on top of that, it doesn't matter if you're in Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, Fayetteville, there's Frisbee golf courses all across NWA. And the second thing that you can do outside in Northwest Arkansas that isn't necessarily biking, hiking, or running with a trail system is actually climbing. Who'd have thought? So there's a lot of mountains, as you know, in Northwest Arkansas, and there's a really awesome place to climb. We're talking actually kind of a mountain, like a sidescape, over in Lincoln Lake. So if you're trying to learn how to climb and kind of be more, let's say, outdoorsy, and you want to learn that skill set, Lincoln Lake is the place to be when it comes to more, let's say you want to be a little more seasoned, have some friends out there when you start practicing your climbing. This is more for you've done the indoor stuff a little bit. So Lincoln Lake has a great place to start practicing climbing on the outdoor scale outside. Now Lincoln Lake is located just maybe about 20 minutes away from Fayetteville, and so a lot of people head out there because there's a 7-mile trail system located around the lake. It's gorgeous. I've ran out there before, and they have a nice place for you to start practicing climbing as well. Now about an hour and a half on the east side of NWA past Beaver Lake, there's a couple different mountain ranges that exist out there, like Sam's Throne and a couple others that you can use and leverage for more extreme versions of climbing. And these are more geared towards people that have had some skill sets, have actually done the work and practiced, and bring some friends out there that are seasoned climbers. And those are the places that you're going to want to check out if you're more of a seasoned climber, if you're living in Northwest Arkansas. But if you don't want to go to Lincoln Lake, and if you don't want to go to some of those places on the east side of NWA, what you can do is NWA houses 2 climbing gyms at the moment, and there's probably more on the way, I'm sure of it. There's Ozark Climbing Gym that's located in Springdale, and also Climb Bentonville located in Bentonville. So both these gyms are great for if you want to just practice your climbing and get, they have memberships, they have classes, they have training. So if you don't even know anything about climbing at all, you can definitely check out one of these gyms because they have great onboarding stuff when it comes to training and climbing, and they have great teachers there. So wonderful gyms. Definitely check them out if you're coming down to Northwest Arkansas and you want to start climbing. And that reminds me, I made a 3-day itinerary. So if you're thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, there's so much to do down here when you get down here. So I made a 3-day itinerary kind of focusing on some of the best things to do when you come down here. And so if you're a foodie, if you're into arts and culture, if you're into sports, if you're into adventure, if you have kids, there's a 3-day itinerary designed for you. So when you get down here, definitely use the itinerary, but also give me a call because we can check out some homes and see, and I can give you the $10 tour. And also when you do get down here with the 3-day itinerary, we can check out some homes, I can give you the $10 tour, and we can see how far your dollar can go compared to where you're coming from. And the third one, which I've mentioned before, but it needs to be said again, is kayaking and swimming. There are so many places to kayak and also swim in Northwest Arkansas. From the Buffalo River to the Mulberry River to the Illinois River to the Kings River, and even obviously the river by Siloam Springs. And also that reminds me, in Siloam Springs, there's a perfect place for you to start practicing kayaking. Well, that was a tongue twister, wow. Perfect place to start practicing kayaking. That was a perfect place to start practicing kayaking because they have a free place for you to practice your rapids with your kayak located right in Siloam Springs. And if you're not familiar with where Siloam Springs is actually just west of Fayetteville, kind of NWA. So it's like the far west part of Northwest Arkansas. It actually borders right along Oklahoma. So if you want to start learning how to kayak, if you want to start learning how to swim, and you want to practice swimming more, obviously there's so many rivers located in Northwest Arkansas. And let's not forget the crown jewel of Beaver Lake. Beaver Lake is just a massive lake located on the east side of NWA. Whether you want to do boating, kayaking, fishing, skiing, anything out there, and obviously practicing swimming, Beaver Lake is the place to be for practicing all those different things as well. So there you go. And also the fourth one, which is kind of an unknown thing around Northwest Arkansas, is actually paragliding. If you don't know what paragliding is, essentially you sit in a seat and you kind of have a parachute and you kind of jump off of a mountain or kind of push yourself off of a mountain and glide down to a field. And so if you're on the far south end of Northwest Arkansas where there's a big ridge of mountains down there, you can actually get high enough and plenty of height to start paragliding off of specific points that are designed for that in Northwest Arkansas. So there's a company that kind of helps you through that process of actually learning paragliding in Northwest Arkansas, and I'll leave a link for them below. But yeah, there's a lot of people that I know that go on the south end of Northwest Arkansas, past Alma, and they jump onto the mountain ridge right around there and actually paraglide off the mountains there. So if you're more of an extreme daredevil and you don't mind flying in air, that is the place and that is the thing that you want to be doing for sure. And also, last but not least, if you are looking to do anything besides hiking, biking, and running in Northwest Arkansas, definitely check out golf. NWA has some of the most beautiful golf courses in all of America. Between the mountains and the greens and the rolling plains, there are so many places that golf courses have set up over the course of years. Now there's over 18 golf courses, all located right in Northwest Arkansas. And so if you're looking to jump into that scene, there are plenty of places for you. Now some places are dedicated to geared around actual subdivisions. Some require an entrance fee, kind of like that thing where you pay in the beginning of the year and you're kind of a member for the whole year. There's also places that you can just jump on board, do 18 holes, and then leave. So there's all sorts of a mix of golf courses located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And I'll show some pictures of local golf courses because they really are beautiful. Obviously, I've been to some of the Chicagoland golf courses, and they're great as well. But there's something about seeing cliffs and trees and open space and fields that Illinois would never ever compare to Northwest Arkansas. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Appreciate you guys watching. Once again, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas or you're taking a trip down here, definitely check out my 3-day itinerary linked below. And also when you get down here, we can do the $10 tour so we can kind of give you the whole area, see all the amazing things about NWA, and we can also check out some homes and see how far your dollar can go compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you in the next one.